At the age of 15, her grandmother died and her mother became seriously ill with a disease called sclerosis. At the age of 17, she was rejected from the college. At the age of 25, her mother died from that disease. At the age of 26, she suffered a miscarriage. At the age of 27, she got married. Her husband used to abuse her. Despite of all this, she gave birth to a baby girl. At the age of 28, she got divorced and she was diagnosed with severe depression. At the age of 29, she was a single mother living on government welfare. At the age of 30, she wanted to commit suicide. But she directed all her passion into doing one thing she could do better than anyone else, and that was writing. And at the age of 31, she finally published her first book. And at the age of 35, she had finally released 4 books and was named Author of the Year. And at the age of 42, she sold 11 million copies of her new book on the first day of her release. I repeat, at the age of 42, she sold 11 million copies of her new book on the first day of release. J.K. Rowling. She is the one who considered suicide at the age of 30. Today, Harry Potter is a global brand worth more than $15 billion. So very inspiring story, very inspiring story. Some of the quotes, famous quotes by J.K. Rowling is, "You are responsible for your own life. There is an expiry date on blaming your parents for steering you in the wrong direction. The moment you are old enough to take the wheel, the responsibility lies with you." Very powerful statement. Material achievements do not give personal happiness. Personal happiness lies in knowing that life is not the checklist of acquisition or achievement. Your qualification are not your life. Having nothing to lose can be a source of great strength. I was set free because my greatest fear had already been realized, and I was still alive, and I still had a daughter whom I adored, and have an old typewriter and a very vague idea. And so rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Failure can be very inspiring. Failure meant stripping away from the inessential. I stopped pretending to myself that I was anything other than I was, and I began diverting all my energy into finishing the only work that mattered to me, and that was writing. You cannot succeed without risking failure. It is important to live without failing at some times, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which you will fail by default. From the scratch, she's world's biggest and richest novelist. Very inspiring story of J.K. Rowling. For those who know, great. For those who don't know, please do share this story with them and tell them that life is not about failures. Life is bouncing back from failures. Thank you very much.